Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have another video. The second version that I told you was about to come. So we're still talking about, as you may have seen from the thumbnail and the title of the video, of ACCEL MACHINA Synchron, but this time not with the Supai Walker, but with the ASCATOR Walker. So we're focusing more on level 8. And as it happens with the other synchron versions, yeah, the ASCATOR level 8 just seems better because we have more level 8 that are actually good to play instead of level 6. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with yugioh, of course, a Bonds Eliminate the Future, and the build that is pretty similar to the previous one. So basically we're playing the Fire and the ASCATOR Dawn Walker instead of the Supai Dusk Walker. But what changes a lot is the extra deck. As you can see, we have basically a new boss in terms of limited one, that is the Drago Berserker of the Tani. Why? Because we have so many ways of summoning this guy. Like we have this is basically a boss that we can summon without performing our normal summon. So we can pull out this guy with both the ASCATOR alone, because you can use its effect. He's gonna summon the Fire and ASCATOR. 3+5 is 4, and you can get your Draco really quickly because this is a generic synchro monster. And the other way, of course, is just the level 7 Machina Fortress and the Jet Synchron. So this allows to have a very nice turn 1, as you will see repeatedly in the replays, that basically consists of Berserker on the field, so thus providing a banish in response to an activated effect, plus Trishula during your opponent's turn, and this means basically a banish tree, the banish tree card your opponent controls. But this can go further because you can abuse Synchro Chase and eventually go into Stardust Warrior, so to negate a special summon, a direct special summon, plus Trishula Banish Tree. So you can of course change your board depending on what you need, and this just requires the same card. It's a very easy board to pull out, as you will see in the replays, and it's super cool. For the rest of the extra deck, guys, we have the Scrap Dragon that I found super useful, especially because, of course, being Daze a generic synchro monster, it can be summoned with ASCATOR as well, so you could potentially start with this and force a back row before going into your normal summon that sees, of course, Synchron Exploder. So that could be super useful. Plus, if with this guy to pop a card your opponent controls needs you to destroy a card you control. Now, apart from being useful because it can pop itself, you can also pop your own Machina Fortress or maybe your Synchron Explorer in order to trigger the effect of Machina Citadel from the graveyard and make it come back from the graveyard. Super nice. The rest is just classic. We have Quasar, of course, we have the Stardust Dragon and the Formula Synchron, the ACCEL Synchro Enabler, and last but not least we have Stardust Charge Warrior. Not really because you can summon it. I mean, potentially if you manage to keep the Formula Synchron with this guy, you could somehow summon it, but most of the time this guy is here for the floating effect of Stardust Warrior. Now, it's true you could potentially use also Jet Warrior as a way to bounce, so you could use Jet Warrior instead of Stardust Charge Warrior whenever your opponent gets rid of Stardust Warrior, but I found drawing a card being better than removing something. Honestly, I might be wrong though, but still, that's super nice. For the rest, guys, as you can see, the deck list is exactly the same, except for the 3 ASCATOR that of course replace the 3 Supai, and the Fire and ASCATOR that replace Supai, the level 1 tuner. That's it. The rest is just exactly the same. The combo is exactly the same, with Synchron Explorer getting back Mono Synchron from the grave to go into Formula Synchron, drawing a card and getting this guy back. But of course, everything will be shown in the replay, so stay tuned for those. what are my thoughts on this? This is better than the version with Supai. As long as I love Supai because it gives us access to Berserkion, the thing is, there are more problematic decks to face that do not rely on back rows, and so, you know, it depends. I think also on the time frame you play the decks. If you go more towards the end of the month, maybe you could face more trap-based decks. But with this, I mean, this is just more generic. It's better even going second, because, you know, if you start with Supai and you summon a level 6, that level 6 can be nice, I mean, up until a certain point, but maybe these could be just better, because this event, if you draw this during the late duel, in the late duel part, you can actually have access to Stardust Dragon, and it can be your lifesaver because it can trigger the skill and make you go straight away into Quasar, as you will see in one of the replays. Anyway guys, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to drop them in the comment section down below, and let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Aster Phoenix. Let's see what we have. It's us to go first, and we have a pretty good combo. Like, to have the full combo, you just need either the Jet Synchron and the Machina boys, or actually a ASCATOR that is a one card Synchro level 8. So we started with the Synchron Explorer, as you can see, and we went straight away into Formula Synchron, getting the boy back. This is the usual combo, plus Formula Synchron drawing a card. Then we started with the Machina Fortress, Jet Synchron coming back from the grave, level 8, Berserker is here. We're not done, as you can see, Machina Fortress comes back thanks to Citadel being discarded. So now you have basically two paths from here that you can follow. So you can either keep the Berserker. Actually, you could potentially have 3 negation there. So first Berserker, not negation, but interruptions. So Berserker first to negate, then you can get rid of Berserkers, because Berserkers is a hard once per turn. So once you use the effect, even if you make it go to the grave and come back, you won't be able to use the effect again in the same turn. So you could use Berserker, right? Then you Formula Synchron into Stardust Warrior, that is a summon negation. Synchro Chase brings back the Formula Synchron, and at that point you still have 2 + 2 + 7, that is 9, that is 11, and you have Trishula. So potentially you can have Banish with Berserker, negation of a summon with Stardust Warrior, and Banish 3 with Trishula. That is super nice. So he's got Stratus to begin with. We let that go with Berserker. Now he has Vision Hero Faris. At this point we're banishing with the Berserker, so he has no summon. At this point, polymerization to go into Vision Hero Adoration, but at this point we need nothing else yet. Favorite hero, but guess what? We can just Formula Synchron into Trishula, banish 3, in this case 2, because he does not have 3 cards, and that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Fourth win in a row, we have Altergeist. Yep, we do have Altergeist, and it's us to go first. We have also the ASCATOR, so we are in a very good spot right now. So we used tuning to begin with, grabbing the Jet Synchron as well. And at this point, we started with ASCATOR, the Dawnwalker, to get the first level 8 out. That is, of course, the Dragon Berserker of the Tani to begin with. At this point, Synchron Explorer, so the classic combo, draw 1 plus getting a total of 4 on the field. So potentially here, as you can see, even if we didn't draw any, even if we didn't draw a monster to summon the Fortress, you still have potentially a Stardust Warrior plus a Banish with Berserker. So it's still a pretty good turn 1, isn't it? So we got a machine monster, so we can also summon Machina Fortress. At this point we are chilling, and he's got 1/1 to begin with, getting the Malusic, then Link summoning into Artemis to trigger the effect of Malusic and grabbing Pokueri. At this point, overwrite to get the Fiolet on the field. He can go straight away into the Extia. I was chilling, I did not summon the Stardust Warrior because I was still planning on using the effect of Berserker of the Tani, so he went with the effect of Pokueri. At this point he summoned Marinator, but there's nothing more he can summon, so I said, you know what, Berserker now is hitting that and banishing it. We're not done yet. He sets 2 cards, guess what, Formula Synchron into Trishula 0, the banished tree at this point is real. Yes, nothing else at this point. We can just go for lethal. Even if he has 5k life points, this is a total of 5,700. That's how you do, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. We got Shark, and it still has to go first. Let's see what we have. So we have basically everything and more, because we also have the Machina redeployment, so we are actually more than chilling. It's redeployment to get the Jet Synchron Engrave, a couple of Machina Fortress and a Citadel as well. So Explorer to get the classic combo to begin with. So this means Formula Synchron plus Explorer coming back from the grave as always, plus draw a card. A tuning that we can use to mill even more and getting another machine monster in hand. That was the other Citadel, not the best mill, but still. There you go, the level 8 Synchro Summon, Berserker eating the field, and then again, Fortress coming back from the graveyard. So we have the classic turn 1 combo. It's got Book of Moon to begin with. I said, you know what, Formula Synchron to dodge that and to go straight away into Stardust Warrior, but now we can decide what to make come back, and I decided that I wanted to come back the Formula Synchron, so I still have access to Trishula. But you could have also decided to make come back the Berserker. It's up to you. In this case, thinking that it was a Shark deck, it was better to have Trishula. In fact, it's got the infantry plus the Deep Sea Diva to have even another monster. Look at that, it's got triple, and at this point we got super nice Trishula 0, the boy to go straight away into banishing everything, and at this point it becomes super tough for him. But we're attacking and he's got exactly what he needs, because he's got the Crackdown to stop us, and that was super unlucky, unfortunately for us. And he's got the Bazo Shark, the XC summon to go on at this point. Let's see what we have. What he has the Spider Shark. He decided to go through actually to get rid of my Trishula. And let's see what we draw now. We got Machina Fortress ready. At this point we can just crash into that. We knew it was about to do that, so but with the Fortress we can get our Stardust Warrior back, plus the Citadel from the graveyard comes back. Look at this, we can still attack, get rid of that. The Hopewoven Dragon Shark gets another boy in the field, but we are in a pretty good spot, because even if he now has a 1-card Xyz, we can still negate the Xyz summon thanks to Stardust Warrior, so that's super nice. At this point we're just going through. Let's see if he has another back row. He actually has Ice Dragon's Prison, so he can banish both the Citadels. Unlucky for us. So it's basically surviving because of the limited 3 drop cards. Let's see what else we have. 2 cards, ASCATOR the Dawnwalker. At this point we could go even through even for the Stardust Dragon, but I decided to go into the scrap because we can get rid of the Synchro Chase. We don't need that anymore, but that was just a bluff. But we did this just to be 100% sure, and at this point we can just attack and go for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. This time going second against Sacred Beast. What a tough deck to play against. You know why it's tough to play against Sacred Beast? Because they have an easy way to pull out 4k attack beast, and against those 4k beasts, our Citadel can't do nothing because he can destroy only monsters that have an attack lower than him, basically, so less than 3k. So it's tough to go against the Sacred Beast. So let's speed things up, guys, because he just has, of course, the classic combo, the Reviel, so I guess he's gonna pull out a couple of big boys on the field. Let's see. The Fallen Paradise, so he's gonna draw a couple of cards, of course, and he ends there. So not the best turn one because he has no back row, but I guess he has some entrops, so we have to be careful about those. So I started with tuning to get the Mono Synchron, as you can see, and then a Bond Illuminate the Future to get the Jet Synchron, and I wanted to start with the side combo. So basically the Jet Synchron plus the Machina Fortress. We have plenty of Machina monsters, so we're chilling. At this point, as you can see, Fortress and Jet synchron to go straight away into Scrap Dragon to pop itself, but he went with the Ghost Mooner. Very nice, guys, to trigger, to actually make him waste that. That was super nice, because that was not even our best combo. So we can start with Synchron Explorer, go into Formula Synchron, get, of course, the draw and the Synchron Explorer back on the field, as you can see, of course, right here. And we got not the best draw, but still we got Machina Fortress from the grave attacking, and now we're waiting. I didn't go into Trishula because I heard there was delay, so I was 100% sure he had effect Veiler in end. So if I had Trishula during my turn, he would have had effect Veiler to negate that. But instead, if we summon Trishula during his turn, he can't use Veiler, because you can use Veiler only during your opponent's man phase. So that was super nice. He's got Fallen Paradise, but we don't care about that. We're just waiting for him to summon basically another beast. There you go, the Raviel. Now, why Trishula is so good? Because Trishula does not care about Fallen Paradise. Trishula does not destroy, does not target, so we can banish everything we want. He sets a card before the end of the man phase. There you go, Trishula 0 going straight away and banishing the 2 beasts and the back row. That was just a bluff. At this point, he just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. Revolution the Flares on the run. So it's him to go first, so we're going second. Let's see what he has. Let's speed things up. This was a nice version that I saw, because it was with something that I wanted to try also as well, that is on my list, and is, I'm gonna spoil it to you, Thunder Dragons with Revolution the Flares. So he's got the Wolf Ray to begin with, and then he's gonna try to make it higher than he can in order to have basically the shuffle everything during my turn. So it's got the Security Dragon, then Banish 3, it's got the Levianeer, very nice, reduce my hand size by 1, and then it's got again level 8 into Dingirsu to attach one of the monster he has in the banished section, and basically we can only, if you activate one effect, he will be able to shuffle everything. And also we can't destroy them because he has Dingirsu. That was tough. So we got the Machina redeployment to begin with to get a couple of boys. Unfortunately, we have no Synchron Pod, as you can see here. This was a very bad draw because we had no access to Synchron, so no Synchro Chase, nothing. We had to do everything with the side combos. So ASCATORs and Machina stuff. Let's go, let's see what we can do. So we started with the Machina Fortress, actually with the ASCATOR to basically have access to the level 8. Of course, he's got Wolf Ray ready because we used the effect of Dawnwalker, but we couldn't do otherwise, so he's gonna shuffle everything, that's fine. Fortress coming back at this point, crashing into that. Why? First effect to destroy the fortress to pop the Dingirsu. Citadel comes back, of course, he's gonna detach a couple just to survive. So first detach, then we attack, and he detach another one, and he's chilling. Not using the effect because, of course, this is not gonna be destroyed as he has another to detach. He went with the Gold Sarcophagus to banish the Dragon Roar, getting the Dragon Dark, and then banish 2 into the Dragon Duel. Link summon into the Talker. Not the best option in my opinion. I would have stuck to the Dingirsu because of course you could have protected everything, of course, and then he went straight away into Raster Leaguer to pop this, but guess what? Citadel uses his effect and pops everything. So we're chilling. Let's see what we drew. Actually nothing, because we don't have the monosynchron engrave, so that's why this was useless. We had to wait. He's got just a back row. At this point we finally drew tuning, so we can go into and get the monosynchron. Now the synchron combo can start, and basically we can get draws out, we can get the formula synchron out. So we started with this, and I guess he just had the bluff there and he scooped, so we would have drawn another card. Any Machina Fortress would have basically done the job. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least against Sky Striker. So this was another insane duel because this was terrifying in terms of what you could play against, what you could play through. So Synchro Chase, we got the tuning, so we got basically everything we need. We started with the Synchron Explorer with the Mono Synchron, of course. Formula Synchron, Synchron Explorer coming back. Usual combo, guys, really nothing special there to see. So we drew another Fortress, perfect. We got the Jet Synchron, so level 8 of course coming. It is Berserker there, then the Fortress coming back. We have our triple interruptions to go through. He's got the Tune Word, he's got the Engage to begin with, getting the Area 0. Then I was afraid of that, so I said, you know what, I'm going first into Stardust Warrior, and then Synchro Chase, getting back the Formula Synchron, and at this point, the Formula Synchron again to banish those two. I didn't think he had also the other one. Honestly, I wasn't sure this was Sky Strikers, because if I knew this was Sky Strikers, I would have summoned Stardust Dragon and not Berserker, because Berserker is not that good in this case. But with Stardust Dragon, you can negate spell cards like the like this one, actually not the Engage, but the one you will see in a moment. The Fire one, what's the name of that card? Yeah, the Afterburners, there you go. You can negate that because of course that destroys. So it's got the Afterburners to pop those, but guess what? Stardust Warrior floats into Stardust Charge Warrior. It's a synchro summon, so we draw a card. It's not done yet. It's got the multi-roll as well. Area 0 triggered, so he gets also the Ray, so this means he's gonna go into his Link Summon. Kagari getting the Engage back, but he has tons of spells in the grave, so he's gonna draw a card and also get another one, so it's a +2. Cheese! Oh my cheese! Afterburners again, popping basically everything he can pop. Shizuku to end this, so he can actually destroy, plus get a card from the grave in the end phase with the multi-roll, getting even more cards there. But one thing is sure, he has no interruption there. So, and guess what we have? Just one card to solve everything. ASCATOR the Dawnwalker, one card, Synchro level 8. So this means, of course, we're getting Stardust Dragon. It's turn 3, so we can go forwards, actually up until Quasar Dragon. And at this point, nothing more can happen. The back rows are just not back rows, simple normal spell cards. So we can go straight away into the Quasar. Why Quasar? It's perfect because of course it can negate Ray's floating effect. So there's nothing that can stop us. There you go, popping the Link monster and then Ray floating negate. And we can go with the second attack. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. As you can see from the glowing background, this was a rank up. We went from Legend rank 3 to 4. I was actually in doubt. I wanted to climb with this up to COG, but I wanted to give you a video. I'm not sure what I'm cogging with this month, and actually I don't have that much days left. It's 8 days until the end of the season, so we'll see. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This could be one of the best ones so far for the Abond Illuminate the Future decks. I still need to find a way to merge both ASCATOR and the Doppel Warrior and the Machina stuff, but I guess it becomes too much complicated probably. Anyway, and also because we don't have enough big extra deck to basically contain all of the combos we could go for. That's the problem. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.